Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 26 Dynasty Series video, and we are in week 3 of the 2025 season, and we have our first Big Ten matchup, our first conference matchup between the Purdue Boilermakers and the USC Trojans. This is our biggest test of the year so far. So USC is ranked number 24. Now, last week, we came off a big win against BYU. BYU was in the top 15, and what a victory that was here for the Purdue Boilermakers. And it was at home, and today's matchup is at home. But this is a much better team than BYU. BYU was 79 overall. USC is 84 overall across the board here. So we're 77 with the 79 offense and a 76 defense. Now, home field advantage is huge, right? And we have a very favorable schedule with home games this year. We start off with 5 home games. So our first game of the Big Ten this week at home, and our fans were electric in the last video. We need them to be electric again this week. If not, we're going to get crushed because they are led by a really good running back here. Wayman Jordan has had a really good year already. He's 89 speed. I know that's not too quick, but he's 87 overall. He's very good, and we have to find a way to not only stop their run game, they have a great passing game as well. They're going to be a tough team to beat. We can't turn over the football. If we do, we will lose, and we will lose quickly. So just like always, we're going to be going through the top stories, taking a look at the top 25. I'm also going to spin some coach upgrades before we dive into the game. So I have timestamps for you all in the video description, and you can see the game start timestamp at the bottom of the screen. So if you want to jump to the game, feel free to go ahead and do that. Okay, so starting with the top stories here. Big SEC matchup this week between the Georgia Bulldogs against the Tennessee Volunteers. Both are in the top 25, and it's in Tennessee. That is going to be a very good game, and I did look at all the top 25 matchups last week. We were the only upset. Yes, Purdue was the only team that was unranked and took out an opponent in the top 25, so that's pretty awesome. Next up, LSU faces off against Florida this week, and look at LSU's running back, Caden Durham, 95 speed. If you all watched my College Football 25 Road to Glory series, in Rec Gamer senior year, he played for LSU, and we had Caden Durham as the running back, and he dominated. So they have a very good running back. We don't play them this year, thankfully. Next up, we saw this as a top story last week, and Michigan took down Oklahoma big time in that matchup. Michigan is ranked number 14 in the nation. They moved from 15 to 14. Huge win for Michigan, and Oklahoma, that is a rough loss. I mean, they got crushed in front of their home fans, right? They're going to have to bounce back in week 3. And here's your look at the updated top 25 here. And for the top 10, we got Texas, Penn State, Georgia, Clemson, Miami, Oregon, Alabama, Illinois, Florida, and South Carolina. The last team to make it in is Nebraska at 25. And as you can see, BYU is still in the top 25, but they fell to number 23. Okay, so we have 20 coaching skill points to spend, so let's spend them. So it costs 8 for each one, so we can only really improve motivator right now, because until you get to level 10, you can't even unlock any of the other ones, right? And a strategist, you have to win 4 bowl games, and also spend 50 in tactician or 50 in recruiter. For architect, you have to win 4 rivalry games and spend 50 in motivator and tactician. Now, I wanted to show you this. Obviously, we will not be getting to this one. I mean, you got to win 2 national championships, but there's a perk here called Gains Getter. This is insane. If you have ever played, if you try to dynasty in this game, when you have this perk, in the offseason, you can have like 10 players improve their dev trait. So you may have 10 players jump from impact to higher, and you may have 10 players jump to star. Like, it's insane. So like, that is insane, but obviously it's really tough to get because you got to win 2 national championships or take over a coach that already has that unlocked, right? But just wanted to show that. So we will be spending on motivator here. And now, to get to Master Motivator, we just have to have 5 players drafted pro. We could do that in a couple seasons if we get some players. I mean, it's going to take 3 to 4 years probably to do that. But if we have a really good draft class and get 5 pro and already spend 50 in motivator, we can get the Master Motivator. And it is huge, not only for wear and tear, but The big thing is the family atmosphere. Tier 2. Quarterbacks are less likely to transfer any position that you choose here. That is massive. It also increases experience gains for your players. It's really good. So we want to get to Master Motivator as quickly as we can. Obviously, we got to get players drafted, which is not going to be easy. But what I want to focus on right now is quarterback. So interest boost for quarterback recruits is increase when a current QB hits a skill cap. That's not the one I'm after right now, because obviously we're not going to do that this year. But it's the second one that I want right now. We want our quarterback, Ryan Brown, to stay hot through timeouts, quarter change, and across games. I wish we would have bought this last week because he would have started this game on fire. Now, what you're going after, though, is the perk tier 3. QBs get an offseason training boost. You want that basically for every position if you can get it. That is one of my favorite perks in the game. It was my favorite perk in the game in the last game. We'll see if it's as good in this game. It made a massive difference in the last game. And if you stack it, like say you have your coach, an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, all with that, you have massive boost, which is great for building a team, right? So that's what I'm going after this season. I'm going to try to get as many of those as I can to tier 3. We're close. We need 4 more skill points, though. So we're going to start off Motivator, and then we're going to work on Tactician next. That's going to be the first one I unlock when we get to level 10 here, because this is what affects your player stats on the actual field. So it improves and boosts your players on game day. It's a game changer. So we're going to be a Motivator Tactician and hope to recruit, or hope to not recruit, but hope to hire a new coach that's an elite recruiter, right? That's the dream. So if we can have a solid year, attract an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator who is an elite recruiter next year, it could be an absolute game changer. So before we get into the game, I also want to go through the auto subs. So new this year, you can actually customize based on wear and tear. So one thing you saw last game is they did not ever sub out our running back. We subbed in Thomas at the end, and it's the reason we won the game because Makobi, I've been working on pronouncing our running back's name right, because as a couple of you all pointed out, Makobi is going to transfer because we keep saying his name wrong, right? Or he's just going to retire this season. He's a senior. He'll be gone anyways, but he can still just say, no, I'm not playing for Coach Ryan Gamer. He doesn't know my name. Makobi. But they never subbed him out. So we're going to do keep fresh. So you can do custom, change it to your own liking. Normal is keep players at normal wear and tear levels. I want to keep fresh because I want our running backs to sub out very quickly. So you can actually do this for each and every position in the game. So it's default on normal on every position. And I thought every position other than running back was pretty good last game, or the way I wanted it. And of course, quarterback is grinded out. We're not going to be subbing out quarterbacks. You know, Ryan Brown, wait, any unsafe changes will be lost. Oh no. So make sure you hit start to accept it. But Ryan Brown, you know, even if he takes shots, he's not getting out of the game. You don't take out your quarterback, right? Well, I mean, if he's hurt, obviously. And another quality of life change that I did not show in the last episode is Trophy Room is back, everybody. Let's go. So here's our trophy cabinet. Let's hope we can get a lot of trophies here, and it also has all the rivalries in game. Now, if you access this in the main menu, there's also trophies for online modes and all the different modes in the game. So this is really cool that they have Trophy Room. It's in Road to Glory as well. So hopefully we can lock in a lot of trophies, starting off with the Big Ten Championship this year, right? Imagine. So we'll do recruiting at the end of this episode. Now, one thing I do want to address is, yes, I am on Heisman. I had a couple comments on the first episode. Yes, I am on Heisman because our kicker is so good, it throws people off. Our kicker's insane. And when you're playing at home on this game, what I found is kicking is a lot easier and the meter moves a lot slower when you have a kicker with high power and also with the deep range ability. Our kicker, Spencer Porath, if I'm saying his name correctly, is insane. I'm looking through the depth charts on this game on kickers. He's one of the best kickers in college football. So that's why I was moving so slow. So I'm on Heisman and I am on default sliders as well. I'm not going to change this. If I ever make a change to difficulty on the channel, you all know this if you watch my content, I always show it. So if I make a change here, I show it because I want you all to see how it affects the game. So I'm not going to sit here and change the difficulty. I have nothing to gain by saying I'm playing on Heisman and playing All-American, right? So I have nothing to gain to do that. It's just I like playing Dynasty on Heisman, so that's why I'm on it. So I just wanted to point that out. Yes, Heisman, default sliders. If I do make a change, I will always show it on the video and you all will see it. But it is time. The Week 3 matchup, our first Big Ten game with Ryan Gamer as the head coach for the Purdue Boilermakers. Let's get fired up. Another home game, everybody. Let's play some high-level football. Now, what uniforms are USC wearing? Let's see their away. Those actually look awesome. What uniforms should we wear? Just the default? I mean, Purdue does not have any uniform options. We could go the all-black, but why would we change it up? If we've won 2 home games in a row, we are not touching anything. We're sticking to the default. But yeah, Purdue does not have a lot of options in this game for uniforms. Playbook is going to be the same. Purdue in a 4-3. Let's play some football, everybody. Week 3, Big Ten. If this doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will, but if you all get some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more, check for more episodes in the playlist in the video description below.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
This environment is awesome, and one thing I'll say, if I'm the head coach of Purdue in real life, I am fired up about our schedule. The head coach in real life has to be fired up. Like, they have a very favorable home schedule to start off their year. Yeah, it's going to get tough. They play Michigan and Ohio State right back to back. I'm fired up with the schedule, right? Like, great schedule.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense will get the first swing of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
These fans are fired up today, everybody. You love to see it. Good pressure. Home field advantage already. This place is rocking.
In this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out,
that's my zone.
You know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off.
That was a great play by the quarterback. Recognize the blitz.
Opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They stop him immediately. Short
it's a critical game because it's home. And also, keep in mind, in real life, last year, Purdue did not win a conference game. Oh, nice. That's the team we're taking over right now. All we do is have to win one conference game to break their record last year. We've already doubled the team's wins. They had one win last year. We've doubled it.
Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Sanders.
3rd and 1. What do we do?
Up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit
I think we do a man blitz, right?
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I was trying to hit the How in the world did I was trying to hit the button to change plays and somehow I okay, somehow I called a timeout.
The Trojans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
I don't know how you try to hit X and then you hit the back button, but
They'll
okay.
try to run for it. Wide open spaces. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to.
We ran some stunts and twists there. That's the DT Mike Luke. We're trying to. They added stunts and blitz in the game.
And the Trojans are moving quickly.
Stunts and blitz. They already had blitz, obviously. Stunts and twist is what I'm trying to say.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava.
That was a great read. You all notice I can't guard them both. I thought he's going to throw it underneath. No, he chose the right receiver.
This offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle.
Yes.
Of Sanders.
That's how you hit.
Down at the 14 after that grab.
Wow, I love
football. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also
fired up.
in this offense.
Come on, Boilers.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're working.
What a hit! The saying that Purdue fans use, I found out, is boiler up. Boiler up, like boil up. Get fired up, I guess, is what it means. Boiler up is what it means. I mean, is that what it means? That's their saying. So, boiler up.
Most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this
Switching
guy
to a man, play inside.
They'll try to get it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down.
Wait a second. Is that the switch stick that happened there? So you see I'm 15. I did not... Does it automatically change you? Because listen, I did not change into number 16 on purpose there. So if I did, I would have made the tackle. As you can see, I changed into him somehow, and I didn't make the tackle because I thought my teammate was making the tackle. So that's why my player just stopped, because I'm watching from over there. Is there a button? Is switch stick still a thing in the game? Switch stick, where you flick the right stick and it changes position? That could have been what happened there. Was that switch stick? And it switched me. I wasn't trying to. And, well, obviously I wasn't ready to make the tackle because I didn't know it switched me. Either that or somehow I hit the change player button, not knowing, and I just stood there. You know, our defensive coordinator, Jerry, is about to have a long talk with number 16, right, Powell? And Ryan is going to try to explain to him, no, it's a switch stick. It's a switch stick, Jerry. It switched him. He didn't know. Jerry's like, what are you even talking about, Ryan? What in the world is a switch stick? You know, it switches players. Wake up, Ryan, is what Jerry's going to say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but it is what it is.
Runs it straight ahead and goes and gets the big 3rd down.
I don't know why it switched. I don't know if it's user error or a switch stick problem, like flicking the stick, changing positions, but it happened. Good hit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's run some twist here.
Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Mayava.
Make the hit.
Looking to get it in.
Let's go.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Direct snap. Fantastic blocking. Good play call, too. Was not expecting that. That's a great drive for USC.
So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
You know, we were so close. We had him stopped there, right? We had him stopped, and then that whatever happened on that last play. I need to turn off the switch stick. I usually try to turn it off.
And the PAT
but I thought it's only active when a quarterback's about to throw. But I think what happened was... Now, you might ask, Ryan, why did you hit the right stick anyways? Yeah, it was an accident. Like, clearly I accidentally hit it. But I believe the switch stick activates when a quarterback is thrown. So at any time you hit the right stick, it's going to change. Or I don't know. I don't fully know how it works. But I do know it's a thing, a feature. It can have its uses because you can really throw off an online player.
Offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week.
Let's play some football.
You guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see
what a read, Ryan! I'm not talking about me, Ryan. I'm talking about the quarterback, Ryan Brown. Perfect. We have a Ryan as the quarterback, and this is a real player.
Plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback.
Real life, he's the real quarterback. I don't know if he's going to start this year, but
first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Busted screen.
Sorry. It's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he's knocked down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take
the delayed tight end route.
Don't forget,
might be a first down.
Second and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the rush.
Not enough time from what we needed to do. I should have trusted the pocket a little bit more and just jumped up, but
defense. Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack.
USC is saying, "Welcome to the Big Ten, Ryan Gamer." Right?
Early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Welcome to the Big Ten. And I do into the first. Yeah, and I do want to point out Shane Honeycutt. Thank you all for one of you all pointed out to me that Shane Honeycutt is not a real player. So it's just one of, I guess, one of the players on Purdue, one of the quarterbacks decided they didn't want to be in college football 26, so they changed one of the players' names to Shane Honeycutt. Not an actual real player, even though that would have been perfect to follow up the college football 25 dynasty for Kentucky when we got Dan Honeycutt, the superstar wide receiver, but he's not real.
The Boilermakers.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to be in a video game, though. Like, why would a player say, I don't want to be in college football 26? I guess they don't play video games? I couldn't imagine being an athlete and not wanting to be in a video game. But not all of them want to be in it for whatever reason.
At the 30-yard line.
And their backup quarterback, who's a freshman, clearly did not want to be in the game.
Has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
Maybe they hate video games, right? I don't know.
The give to the back.
Ooh, that was a good block.
Good pickup.
That last second block. Look at this. Linebacker D twist 3.
Always harp about
That's a new
staying
play.
ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it from the gun.
That's a great block. Their execution right now is phenomenal. Wow, they're good.
And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game. And
Let's do a fake blitz here.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
When receivers are running slant routes,
Free fire, man. Let's do it. They beat us deep. They beat us deep. Let's do play over top, just in case.
Does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just
Their quarterback is so good right now. He's reading everything. He's reading these blitzes. He's finding the open receivers.
Let's mark it at the 13.
Jaden Mayava, he knows how to play.
How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively?
Going away from the game plan now.
Going road. Their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got enough space.
He is lucky he did not fumble that into the end zone. I missed the first tackle by a mile, but what a hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass.
Great play. We got to do quarterback spy.
Man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so...
Looking for the end zone.
That is one of the best play calls I've seen.
They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown puts them up by
what is that move?
Too early to say it's over? Probably.
I would tear my ACL trying to do a move like that, a touchdown dance.
And you better find some answers really, really quickly.
How does one even accomplish that?
And right now, you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
You're like, Ryan, would you not tear your ACL playing college football? Yeah, I would do that too, but knowing me, I'd get hurt trying to do a touchdown dance like that. That's a great play call. I mean, are you kidding me? A little RPO, reading the blitz. Their quarterback is putting on a masterclass right now. Welcome to the Big Ten.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Trying everything on defense right now. I really am. I'm trying everything. A lot of variety, and USC is putting on a masterclass of game plan and execution. It's all right. This is football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
Come on.
His drive will open from the 15.
And I did not know this, but Magwood used to play for Kentucky. One of you all pointed that out. And I looked it up. Magwood used to play for Kentucky in 21 and 22, and then he went somewhere else, and then now he's at Purdue. Pretty cool.
Going right to work up top. Snagged out of the air.
Go Wildcats.
Just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room, and David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Yeah, they're talking about how bad we were last year. We were.
In their neck, right? Like you hope they want some
good read.
Right, because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
You know, one thing I will say, the commentary has been so much better this year. One thing I've noticed already. Wide open, Magwood! Read the blitz! Let's go, Ryan Brown.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed
send Magwood deep here just in case.
Rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down?
Underneath.
Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
He got his world rocked. I tell you, the hits are so big this year. I love it.
Dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half.
He's going to miss some throws. It's going to happen. It's fine.
That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
2 minutes, 57 seconds left in the half here. We have to score this drive. 3rd and 3, the biggest play of the game right here.
Just keeps slinging it. Pulls it in.
McCoby!
And
Yes!
he gets it done on third down. They move the chains.
I worked on his name so much. McCoby.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first
I think
down
I
marker was.
pronounced it
gotta
5
get
different
that
ways
first down.
in the first 2
Did a nice job
episodes.
on it.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch,
Jet
a
sweep,
little
let's
crease,
do it.
and he can make yards for you.
To Jackson.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
I like a draw here.
And now on second
I think they're going to
down
think
for
we're
this
throwing.
offense.
And we're just going to run right by him. Come on, McCoby.
Keeps it on the draw.
Well,
He never had a chance
the offensive
on the
line
draw,
had other
tackled
plans,
almost
right?
As soon as he got the ball.
they said let him go.
That's a great play by the defensive
Don't forget, we have the
end.
best kicker in
best
college football.
athletes on
I
the
think
field
I think
play
stats-wise,
defensive
he's
end.
like
You
the
can ask anybody.
2nd or
Yes, I
3rd
agree,
best
Jesse
kicker.
Reese. See, they agree with me.
Based on
Same
what I
thing,
looked
but you
at
watch him
all
get
the
off
other
football,
players.
Make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
68-yarder. Yeah, he's good. I don't think he's that good. He's good, but I don't think he's quite that good. 4th and 5. Listen, we can get this. We can get this.
This is not leather
We're gonna have to call a
helmet era
timeout.
football.
It's
This
all right.
is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. We got
Yeah,
a
the
timeout
commentator's
here
right.
late in the
Like,
first half, and they'll
around
try to get more
midfield,
points on the board
playing
before the
against a ranked opponent here at this point. You know, I try to be like Dan Campbell. I think, you know, when I think about going for it, I think Dan Campbell. Because Dan Campbell is aggressive and maybe too aggressive at times, but I love it. So he would go for it here, so I'm going for it.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Jesus!
And more than enough for a
Get
first
in
down.
there!
And he'll go down, but he has enough.
What
for
a
the first
throw.
down. The definition
Wow,
of
I'm fired
4-down
up today.
territory has changed over the last few years. It extended
Settle
into
down,
their
right?
own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe
I
I'll
tell
go-
you, McCoby is the best at reading option routes. He hasn't missed a read all year. That's a running back with good awareness right there. And what a throw.
They try to get their act together.
One of my favorite changes is where defensive linemen will actually jump to try to get the football now. You saw Ryan had to change the trajectory there so that it did not get knocked down at the line of scrimmage. They would never jump on the last game. This game is just better in every way. It's phenomenal. Wide open. Good job, McCoby.
His way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
They're calling timeouts. They want the ball
defense
back.
gonna stop the clock with
No,
a
no,
timeout.
no.
They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Drag double
Going to
spot.
work in the red zone. They
McCoby
can't
might be
pick up
open
the
for a
first
touchdown
down
here.
without getting it into the end zone. To the
Nope,
air
A.
on 2nd down.
Touchdown, Purdue!
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And
We're
I'll tell you what, that
boiling.
passing touchdown, man, that should
That- I'll
start
say that
this
all
whole
year.
team. Like, the comeback is more
boiling
than
up.
on now. Like,
It's
they got the
boiler up,
touchdown.
right?
They cut into
We're
the lead.
boiling up.
You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
I think boiler up means like play tough, right? Play tough. Like play like Minnesota, play fierce as a golden gopher, right?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys.
That's my slogan that I use for Minnesota. They don't actually use that one.
Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14
Okay, play football.
over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big
Nickel formation,
happens
cover
in
4.
this college football
Don't allow
matchup.
anything over
How
top.
about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Fans, if you don't get loud here before the half,
Looking to throw, it's Mayava.
they're letting me down right now.
Good timing on the quick out.
What are the fans called in Purdue? Like, you know, in Kentucky, my Wildcats, Big Blue Nation. What are the fans called it here? Oh, look. Boiler Up is literally on the player cards there to the right. I've never noticed that. You see it? Right there to the top right.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Yeah, what are the fans called? Because they need to wake
Back to
up.
pass. Finds his
Yes!
man. It's Lemon.
What a hit!
Their own fumble.
He
How
picked
in
it
the
back
world
up.
did the offense avoid that disaster?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do,
What a hit. Play tough, right? What a hit. He rocked his world upside down on that one, I tell ya. Caught him mid-juke. Boom, baby. How do we not pick up that ball? Number 24, Brown, what are we doing? It's so hard to pick up a fumble, right? Though, like, you can't really be upset. But even though their offensive player made it look easy, he caught it through the other player. No, he grabbed it there, and then it went through the other player. But, yeah, like, it's so hard to pick up a fumble in real life, but you got to pick up that one. You got to pick it up, Brown. Good hit, though. Very good hit by Ryan Turner.
You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender.
That's how you
but
hit.
The offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
3rd and 3.
Trojans
Come on.
to the line
Run a
on
spy.
3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Run a spy.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Good
Grabbed
play
near
by the
marker.
quarterback.
It's Lemon. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Fans, can we wake up? Like,
Looking to throw
barely
on first
hear you
down.
right now.
That's reeled in. It's Sanders. They'll
They
get
were
him
so
down,
loud
not before
last
he
game,
crosses
the night
50.
game.
He's down to the 49.
They've already went to get food at halftime. Oh, they knew they were just running out the
That's
clock.
gonna wrap up the
What a
first
half.
Here
I'll
now
see you in the
we
second
join
half.
Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross Age Stadium.
It's time. 14-7. We get the ball. You know, I'm really surprised they didn't add studio updates back in the game. You know, Madden add halftime updates into the game. Madden has a weekly recap this year in franchise
Coming out
by
with it, it's Jackson.
the host of Red Zone,
That gamble did not
which is
pay
going to be
off
awesome.
as they bring it down
So
at the 12-yard
I'm surprised they didn't put that here in college
The Purdue
football. Like,
offense heads back out
what's
to the
going on
field.
around the league, right?
They start this
Show
third
highlights.
quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take
Look,
the
our
field
quarterback
here
and
see if
running
they can
back
get
have
something
a
established. They don't
upgraded
have to
ability
change
right now.
everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes.
Why did he
in
get
the
down?
first
He did a
half, so
secure
let's get that
catch.
continued here on the
I don't think he
opening drive.
needed to,
Man, I
but
love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know
Little RPO.
exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
good read.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys
love
winning
Purdue's
their
playbook. This is
one-on-ones.
awesome.
They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive
Let's put
linemen,
Magwin
and then
on a slant.
converging on the running back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion
He was
here.
open. He got
And it
caught
didn't
up on the
complete
defender
despite
there,
some serious
so
arm strength
the
shown
timing
there.
was off from the
When you get
quarterback.
the incompletion there
He was
on
open,
3rd
though.
down, you've still got a half a football basically.
There was a
to
little
play.
hesitation
Do you
there.
trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this and you've got to dial up your
You know, our
best
punter's
play
pretty
to stay
good,
on the
too.
field.
We have a great special
That's
teams.
usually prime return position, but he'll
Okay.
make the fair catch just
Three
outside
receiver
the
set.
40.
Go
This
nickel
Trojan
formation.
offense is ready to go back to
Run
work.
man. Don't
They'll
allow
open
anything
this
over
drive
top.
from their own 42-yard line.
Now our fans are fired up. Come on.
They'll test the right side. Runs through a tackle.
I got
Stop
my
in the
world
backfield.
rocked
He's
there.
gonna lose
I
3
read it
yards on the
perfect,
play.
and I tried to make the tackle, and he
You gotta
said
give the
nope.
defense credit. They knew a big key in this one
All
was
right.
slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played.
Can we
the
audible
last
like
time
a
out.
stunt
They have
and
been
twist? I
swarming
don't
him.
even
They
know
have
how.
been gang tackling him and getting a lot of
think you
penetration
can.
up front.
On the ground, it's Sanders.
Way to play, number 24. He didn't pick up the fumble earlier. That's Brown.
And that run really
We're doing a
didn't go
great job with
anywhere. A lot of times we
man,
don't focus
but
on
I
it
think we
enough.
got to do
How
cover 4
important
drop,
those 5 guys
and we got to
are
run a
up front.
spy.
To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run
Nana
game
Lee.
going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of
Oh.
those 5 offensive
Oh no.
linemen.
Good job.
They stop him short of the
That is a
sticks, and it'll
huge
be
drive,
4th
everybody.
down. The Trojans send out the punt unit.
Our fans are loud now. I can barely hear anything. But you know what? Jerry gave the halftime talk for the team. He got our defense fired up. You can already tell it.
And
That's
it'll
a
be down
perfect
right
punt.
there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang
You know,
time,
Ryan
allowing the
Gamer
gunners
always
to
gets
get down
nervous
the
whenever
field
Jerry
so they
says,
can
I want to
play
give
it
the
off the bounce
halftime talk
down
today.
it. Nice
It's like, Ryan's like,
confident
are you
corner kick.
sure? Are you sure? Like, yeah, I'm sure. All right.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's
Good outside shoulder throw. You know, in this game this year, in the last game, that was picked off every time. In this game, your receivers will actually go up there to try to make a play on the football. Last year, they would just sit back and just let it get picked off.
It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying
That's
to
probably
the
my favorite
football
change in the
the air,
game.
getting hits on
Wide
guys,
receivers
that time on
actually
the
getting
receiver,
aggressive.
knocking it loose.
Wide open.
Go!
Go!
Turning on the
Go!
jets. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33.
Come on.
And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And as a defense, how scary is it?
Ryan
having to defend this
Brown
guy?
is
He's
having
one
a
of the
day.
fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly.
Good
The
try.
hard part now is running and
The
tackling.
Magwood was wide
Not
open
easy to
across
do.
the middle. I missed
Well,
him.
he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more.
They read
damage
that
after
bubble
the
screen
catch.
to
I need a
perfection.
stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that
I
guy
like
miss.
the smash
He can pick up a
corners, and
bunch
I
of
like
yards and maybe get a big
McCoby
play
here.
out of it.
Or Thomas, even
It'll be
better.
3rd and long.
Because he's a little more fresh today. McCoby's tired.
From the gun, wants to pass.
I tell you, every time Thomas comes in, he makes a big
They'll
play.
get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first
Let's run a
down.
counter. We've done straightforward runs every day,
Boilermakers
or
have
all
this
day,
offense
every day.
rolling. On the move, it's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the
You know, a
line of
tip for
scrimmage.
you all running in this game
Well, they want to come out
is,
try to get
and
the
in
run
Madden
game
as well,
established, but
do
up
not
front
hit right
defensively, they
trigger
made a
to
play.
sprint
They gave
until you
up
get to the
nothing
line
on
of
that.
scrimmage.
Gotta find some
So,
breathing room if you're going
It's
to
a lot
establish
easier for the
yourself
defenders to
on
get off the
ground,
block, and
there
also you
wasn't
get a
any
nice
that
speed burst.
Yeah,
So
Reese,
don't
one
hit
map
right
this
trigger
offense is
until you
maybe
hit the
gonna try to
hole
get to
and
the
then go.
perimeter of the field and see if they can
A lot
use
of you
their
probably
speed
already
to
know
hurt this
that.
defense.
time. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one
Number
on the
62.
screen. And
Reminds
that
me of
did
Waterboy,
not
number
work.
62, right?
Defense smelled that one out
Our
from
offensive
the
lineman
beginning.
missed a block there big
When they
time.
try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed
on.
and recognition by the defense.
Magwood
though,
or
how
Walker,
quickly they were
first
able
down
to get
routes.
to the
Maybe
back
Jackson
and
can
get
make a
him
play,
down
though.
for a big loss.
Blitz.
On 3rd and long,
A.
a check down would be the last resort. And that's
try.
incomplete, a defender
That
all
is
over
why-
and knocked the ball to the
That is why I like the other passing better than revamp passing. I like the control you have with revamp passing of the exact lob you're going to get, right? The exact like touch pass. But with the other passing mode here, I can throw this full-on back shoulder up and to the right. And that way the safety can't even ever make a play on it. So typically, you know, on Madden I don't do revamp passing. But on college football, I just like it. But here on Madden, I would be able to put this ball fully on the other side of the receiver. So I'd be able to aim you can fully have control of the aim, right? With prevent passing, you just don't have that same full control, right? So I did hold down, throw that to the right. So I was holding down right, but the quarterback throws it there because I can't fully control where I'm throwing it, and he almost made a great catch on the football. That's almost an impossible catch to make a receiver make. But with the other passing on, we can throw it up the field. That's why online, I think everybody uses the other passing, and a lot of people use the other passing. But it's throws like that where I'm not a huge fan of revamp passing, where I like the placement and accuracy better. But overall, I like being able to have full control on touch passes, and it's just fun. But yeah, there's an example. I'm going to take a screenshot here, and let's win the game. Got a great screenshot here I wanted you all to see here. But I want to ask you all, what type of passing do you use? Do you use revamped, or do you like having full placement and control, placement and accuracy? You know, I'd be interested to see what everybody plays on. But yeah, 14-7, that was a great play call. He was open, and if that's thrown on the back shoulder like I was trying to do, I was aiming fully to the right, but you just don't have that full control.
Some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game, but early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Need a good punt. That's a good one.
On its way.
That's a
He'll
great
make
one.
the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And guys, USC
Let's keep manning up. We're doing a great job with it.
Onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
I'm going to play on the line. We're not getting any pressure.
They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Would it be Nunnally here on the outside? I don't think we've got a sack all day.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Put the blitz on him.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive.
I haven't ran a coverage shell all game.
That was a nice run.
Bluffing coverage, I might do that here.
If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to
because we've been straightforward all day, and now we can start to bluff. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to show a cover 2 man and run a cover 3.
Tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can
you saw me read it. It wasn't my zone. I cut up knowing he's going to throw it to 87. Just needed it a bit sooner.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead.
We're playing
They're
good.
In a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
If that pass was on the outside, you all realize we could have scored a touchdown or a field goal there. It changes everything.
So too is
Or the receiver would have caught it, but I mean, you can't blame him. He got his world rocked.
So first down.
We need a pick.
Up the final period.
It starts with pressure. Come on, Nunnally.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Good job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down.
Gotta get pressure.
2nd and 9.
Pressure's the only way we win.
Running to the left.
Come on.
Able to squeeze out.
They still only got 2 yards there.
Down at the 35.
I'm manning up again. I'm showing now. I'm going to show a cover 2 and run a cover 1 contain.
Some will take that advantage and step out of bounds, not to
throwing them off.
I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground.
We better move him up, though.
Get some positive yards because it helps your offense in the next down.
Yes, we got pressure.
The end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They tack a little more on.
We got pressure.
They're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Well, the quarterback did not get thrown off our coverage one bit. He took a shot and delivered a perfect ball. What?
Lining up for the PAT.
This quarterback is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. His ability to read, first off, and his ability to always find the open receiver. He must be a field general.
Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin,
throw.
Right, guys,
We can still
a
win.
little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend.
Let it go.
Marshall is putting on a show offensively. They've
All right,
built
team.
up a comfortable
Come on.
lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 17 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, what a play.
Fellas,
Way to
Thanks
fight.
for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores.
Perfect.
You pin
Ryan
your ears
Brown
back,
can
you
play.
try to
Like,
get to the quarterback, play
this
smart,
kid is good.
Make sure you
Sophomore?
rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Incredible throw.
It's Walker.
Like,
Makes
just
the grab, but
phenomenal.
not quite enough for
That
the
is
first down, but a good
almost
gain
an
on that
impossible
play.
throw to make. He threw it on a
And these are
dime.
these
That's why I like
moments, man,
revamp
when you're
passing right
trailing by
there.
a couple possessions,
That's why I
you've
use
got
it,
to put
but I don't
together.
know. I might
Your
change it.
quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise.
gotta block
It's gonna
one
be
guy
passes.
over there.
He's got to be smart.
Not
He's gotta
even
be
for
quick with
long.
his
You gotta block him
decision-making,
for a
and
split
they kinda
second.
got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
A split
The
second is all.
Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And these are tough
Who's that
spots for the
thrown to?
offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass.
Who's that thrown to? So, in my mind, I threw it to the one-on-one coverage on the outside, number 4. You see how he's one-on-one, the safety's to the left. So I saw nobody's open. Number 17 is in front, but I'm just so scared from the last game because the last game they picked those off all the time. But I think it's the defender that threw this off because I was throwing that to B, number 4. And I guess because the defender was jumping up there. I don't know if it got tipped or it might. I think it did. It got tipped. So number 18 tipped it and it went off there to the right. I was trying to throw that to the one-on-one deep. And honestly, if it wasn't tipped there by 18, tipped right to the cornerback. I turned into number 17 to try to pick it off, right? I mean, pick it off, try to catch it. Just too far off. But number 4 had space there. Like, I don't know. If that doesn't get tipped, that might be a catch. If number 18 is not there, our quarterback couldn't get a good release there, right? Couldn't throw it over top. And number 18 makes a play on the football, got a piece of it, and that's all he needed. Got a small piece of it, sent it off course a little bit, and wow. I don't know. It's hard to know whether number 4 would have caught that. Maybe, maybe not.
Football defense ready for it, sitting back.
This is
A
supposed
lot
to be
of DBs
tough.
on the
This
field,
is
break
the
on
challenge we're
football.
gonna have all year.
They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
We're not playing bad though.
Opening play of
We're
this
70
drive comes from the 34.
7 overall team, right? Against
From the gun,
84.
running back on the move. They pick
it's
up
not
half
over.
of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Could be tough, but it's not over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between.
I tell you, we are not getting any pressure though. Like that's been our biggest problem all day. Even when we were blitzing early on, their offensive line has manhandled our defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Good play.
And this one will be stopped.
That would have been a
for no
touchdown
gain.
if he doesn't make that hit.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll keep it himself. Pick up a 5.
He faked me
They'll
out.
need 5 more on 3rd down.
And with a lead like they
they're gonna
have
throw
here in
it.
the
I'm gonna run a
fourth quarter,
QB
no
spy.
question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna run it.
Pulls and fired complete.
Yes,
Good
way to
tackle
get up
there to
there.
stop
Number
him short of
7
first down.
comes
It'll
up,
bring up a
makes
big
a
decision.
first down game-saving hit.
And the Trojans
I'm gonna
will
let the
bring
time
punt
run.
team onto
It's
the field.
okay. We had the 2-minute
This will be the
timeout.
second time they've had to kick it
They
away.
did not wait. Why didn't they let the clock run out? I'm glad they didn't. And look,
He came so
Touchback.
close to pinning them deep, but maybe
All right.
just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the
don't
20.
panic, Ryan.
They'll
Do
snap
not
it from
panic.
the 20 for the
We're gonna have to
opening
try to
play of
score
this
without
drive.
using a timeout.
Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Ross.
Hurry up. Come on, go, go,
He's
go, go,
brought
go.
down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Just a short
You know, you're going to try to make a play there. And he was open. He was open. The pass sailed on him a bit. He was open, and he just threw it well over there. I was throwing it to 19. The pass was just way too far to the left there. He was sensing pressure by number 0 there. It probably caused it. A wobbly pass there, and he just sailed it to the left with the wide open receiver. That's rough. It's going to happen, right? We don't have a 90 overall quarterback. Ryan Brown's played great. Like, he's made a couple missed throws, but that's it. Like, you can't be mad at him. 75 overall. He's played a very good game against a very good defense. So, it's all right. That's football.
And you see those guys get
Wow,
off
it was
the
open,
football
though.
so
It was
fast. Most of
open.
these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
We're getting the ball back. Did they just throw? What? Are you kidding me?
They've got to get the football
They're gonna
to
throw
the
again?
32 to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Pucks it out of the air. Inside the 25.
USC, we're going to remember this next year.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to remember it. We're going to remember it when we have a 90 overall team. Not next year, but whenever we have that. And we are going to run up the score and dominate. They're out here trying to score again. I mean, I would have done the same thing. Try to get the first down. The game's over no matter what. It's a smart play, but I still hate it. If I do it, it's fine. Oh, okay.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
All right, USC. I see how it is.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point
I get it. You could just nil it. You know, you could just nil it. We let the clock run out. We have 2 timeouts. Just nil it, you know?
From
but no.
inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped.
You're like, oh no, Ryan's mad. Oh no, they've done it now.
The game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. And that is interception
okay.
number 3
Into
on
the game, all right, yeah.
The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one.
It didn't matter. It hurts our quarterback stats, but now you nil it. The score is a lot closer than it showed there, right? Welcome to the Big Ten is what USC said today. Welcome to the Big Ten.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
You know, a great first 3 quarters for this team, and we were so close. Just think back to that one pass. A couple missed passes that game, maybe 3 or 4 missed passes that change everything. So we played a good game, and USC, what are you going to do? Did you all see their completion rating for their quarterback? 95%? Is that the Heisman effect? That is a very unrealistic quarterback percent. Like, that basically means the quarterback missed 1 throw the entire game. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. 95%. Like, we don't have the best defense, but they're not that bad, right? Like, our coverage was not that bad for a quarterback to have 95% completion rating. That is unheard of, impossible. 28-7. The game was a lot closer than it looked there. They ran away with it in the fourth quarter, but we did not have a great game. Yards-wise, they shut us down running. 11 rushes, 16 yards. That's 2 games in a row. I just don't think we have the offensive line to run, which is why our coach suggestions are always pass plays, right? Our offensive line is not the best, and they're better at pass blocking than run blocking, and it shows. But, wow. USC dominated. 321 offense, 108 rushing yards, and 213 passing. We had 147 passing. The difference maker this week were the interceptions, right? Really cost us. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wonder if that long bomb would not have got tipped. If number 18 was not there, it caused quarterback to go more to the right. You wonder if that could have been catchable. One-on-one battle on the outside might have changed everything. There's so many plays you could look back at and say they were so close. Couple missed throws. I was leading the receiver up the field to the right, and he threw it to the center. If that's to the right, it's a first down, and we score there. It's a 1-point game. Now, our quarterback played good. 20 for 27, 74% completion rating. The interceptions were rough, but you got to realize 2 of those were when they, like, you're trying to make a play. Like, in real life, you see interceptions there all the time. Like, you got to make a play. And it was open, the first one, and the second one wasn't open. But the last interception was not open. But the second interception, wide open receiver, sensing pressure, it went to the left. So when he upgrades his step-up ability, when we actually step up into the pocket, that sense pressure is not going to affect him. So I just need to step up into the pocket more. Rough game, but we knew it was going to be tough, right? I think all of us going into this year knew we were going to have games like this, especially when we get into conference play. Just wait till we play Michigan and Ohio State. Maybe somehow we find a way to take down their game plan. I don't know how, but Jackson played very good. He had some really good routes, but we just couldn't get anything going. We spread the ball around well, but yeah, it's rough. No sacks, right? No, that's insane. We got to get a better defensive line, everybody. We get no pressure from our defensive tackles and our right end. Nunnally gets some pressure there on the left side, but not enough. No sacks is insane. That USC offensive line dominated. That's why we lost right there. That's why our coverage could not hold on. Like, coverage wasn't bad. I don't think coverage was the problem. But yeah, I mean, we just got no pressure. Their offensive line won the game for them. It's as simple as that. So we're going to dive into recruiting next, and I'm going to take a look at the highlights, take some screenshots, and yeah, we'll take a look at the road ahead as well. We have to take a lot of positives there. We played USC very well, and although the score is 3 touchdowns, right? We played them really well, and we were right in that game for 3 quarters. We were right in it, and we were a completion away from being within 1 touchdown right there at the end. Or maybe we could have possibly, if a couple other things went our way, been tied, right? So like, there's you can look at it and be frustrated, but at the same time, you got to think of the positives. We took a team that was outmatched in every position overall wise, and we fought with them. And I love that fight from our team there. We showed a lot of heart. We got to get tougher on defensive line. Like, we even put pressure on them as well. We just could not get anything. And you got to give credit to their offensive coordinator and their quarterback, because that was some of the best play calling and best quarterback decision making I've seen in between last game, College Football 25, and this game. They put on a masterclass, almost too good. So we're gonna have to monitor this over the first season. If the AI has a quarterback completion rate of 90-some%, something's got to change, right? So we may next season look into some like realistic sliders. Maybe look at Matt Tinnell always does sliders from Operation Sports. So Matt Tinnell, he's been doing sliders for years for game. I always love his true sum sliders. We might have to take a look at them because that completion percentage is just out of this world, right? Like, I know we weren't getting pressure, right? So you could blame that. I'll let this one slide, right? Because yeah, I mean, if we weren't getting pressure, we'd probably have a high much higher completion percent. But yeah, so let's go into the week 3 recruiting, everybody. We're 2-1. You know, I really thought we could have won that game, and we were close, but at the end of the day, we fell short. So, okay, so let's take a look at this. Dante corner, we are still leading the way. Now, here's the thing. We had a visit, right? So, we lost, right? We did lose. So, hopefully it's fine, right? Did the visit won't happen till the next week, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, so now, is it going to classify it as a blowout, you know? Is it going to be classified as a blowout? I don't know. I really don't know. It was kind of at the end, but it was a close game. That final touchdown. USC, are you kidding me? Get out of here. We're going to keep sending the house. So, and you know, I've had a couple people say this. So a couple people have said if you put 40 hours versus send the house, you get more, and that's not actually true. So if you could test this, right? You can like go to a Dynasty and save it and then recruit, do 40 and then do 50, right? It's only if you win the game by the same amount each time, though. That's the only way it would really work. So the number of hours is more important than the number of green up arrows that you see. So if I was to not send the house on this player and I was to DM the player, contact friends and family, and search social media, it looks like you have more influence, right? But you don't actually. It's the number of hours. So send the house still does more than 40. It's not like a huge difference, but it is enough difference to... Some people would say it's not enough difference, I guess, because it's not a massive difference. But I want, on the recruits I want the max influence I can get, right? So hard sell when you have the right setup, right? The right pitch. If not, send the house. But everybody kind of has their own strategy. I know there's people out there who like to do 40. That is the reason I do 50, because there is an advantage a little bit, and I'll take a little bit. So the hard sell worked here. You love that. So that's huge. Championship contender is not great, but yeah, so we still have 50 hours there. Now, if the visit went terrible, we're in trouble. You know, what did they consider a 28-7 loss? Not great. But USC isn't on that list, so that's good at least. Jamichael Chabera, this was the wide receiver who has very good speed, who could start next year. And we don't have enough interest to do a hard sell yet. He is in his top 5. He has a visit on week 6. Okay, so we're good there. And then Deontay here, the contested specialist who I want to convert to tight end. Now, there is a position change glitch right now, to where when you change any player's position, even like a left tackle to right tackle, hopefully this is fixed, but what happens is your player loses like 40 or 50 skill caps. Even if you change a left edge to right edge, your player's potential is capped by about 40 points. Do not change positions until they fix that. So hopefully that's fixed by the time we get to the offseason here, so we can change Deontay to a tight end. If not, we won't be able to change that, right? Now, we're actually probably going to lose him anyways. Yeah, this is not good. We can't schedule a visit yet. You know, we're still gaining more influence, though, than Michigan State. And Missouri's up there because of the pipeline, but I'm not gonna let up yet. I'm not going to let up yet because I really want this tight end. And if we can schedule a visit on the right week, we can schedule a visit next week, and we will. Look at this. Jared Swift, a power rusher, but this is one of those where you're like, they're probably a bust, right? Whenever you see 4 stars that none of the big schools are going after, it's usually not that you found somebody who's a game changer, right? It's usually because, especially if they're deal breakers pro potential, it's usually because that player is a bust. But I'm okay with it. 100%. We don't need to change a thing. We don't need to change a thing. We're going to win that. Nobody else has an offer. And then Zach here, a right tackle pass protector who we need big time here. So we are leading the way. Indiana's right there. We both had the Ford pipeline there in Indianapolis, Indiana. So, you know, do we schedule a visit? The low risk to schedule a visit is bye week, right? Bye week is the low risk. And I think we do it. Yeah, I think we go bye week. Because the thing is, Notre Dame, is that who we play next week? You gotta be kidding me. We played Notre Dame? Oh, no. We're not scheduling the visit there. We're scheduling on the bye week, no risk, right? Oh, my. Let's lead with proximity to home. What's his deal breaker? Proximity to home. Perfect. You'll love to see it. Family visit there. I mean, Purdue and Notre Dame. What a tough stretch here to welcome head coach Ryan Gamer to the Big Ten, right? Okay, David here. Center, well-rounded. We need offensive linemen, right? I like what's happening here. I mean, we're winning. We're battling against Indiana and like everything. So nothing else we can really do there. David, the only athlete we're going after, East and West playmaker from New Jersey. And we have it. Yeah, no, I'm not touching that. You all see the cell there. And this was the player we thought about swaying, right? Okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can find a good sway here. It's got to include conference prestige, playing time, and one of our other good things. And I don't think there is one. So they made this so much harder, the way they changed this, which is good. It needed to be changed. So it's much harder to find the perfect pitch now. It's like the way they rework the pitches and stuff, and even to be able to sway. We really don't have a good sway here that includes both of our A pluses, right? That's unfortunate. All right, well, we just stay the course and send the house. Tyreek Mentor. Okay, we're up. And here's the thing. I would encourage you all when you're playing this game and you're a 2-star score or 1.5-star score or 1-star score or lower, do not get so caught up in the recruiting, because just like in real life, the transfer portal is very important. And if you don't have a good recruiting class, it's fine. You can go into the transfer portal and land a lot of good talent. So it's one of those things, we're going to lose a lot in transfers, first off. And yeah, we want to get as many recruits as we can get, but if we don't, it's fine, because we can go to the transfer portal, get some junior college players, get some players who transfer away from big schools because they want to play. The transfer portal is massive this year, just like it is in real life, and it's going to be a big part of building my program here in this series, and probably going to be a big part of your all's program. Do not get too frustrated with scouting, because when you get to the transfer portal, you're going to find a whole lot of talent. So Tennessee, yeah, right. Well, yeah, Tennessee, you can go ahead and have over the pipeline. There's no way, right? Mahoney, you think there's a shot he chooses us? I think we got to free up some hours, right? Schedule some visits. There ain't no way we're going to win this battle against Tennessee. They have like every school grade up there. They have a great program, great school grades, and yeah, what's his proximity to home though? Never mind. All right, never mind. Do we have potential to do anything big here? Right? No, not yet. We can't even schedule a visit yet. So we're gonna do 40 hours here since we don't have 50. It's possible we could sweep in because of our pipeline, and he likes proximity to home. If we schedule a visit, we combine them with another offensive player, have a complimentary visit, we could dominate, right? It's going to be interesting. We're about to see how the influence of that visit went for, it would have been Corner, right? Deontay Corner, who just had the visit. Yeah. So Deontay Corner just had a visit. I don't think anybody else had a visit. We can scroll through and see. No. So nobody else had a visit. So I need to make sure at the end of this video I go and remove all these off the list who we're not going after. They still show up, right? But obviously we're not going after them. You know, we like to use it as fuel for the future. All the players who didn't want to come to Purdue, we didn't even go after them, right? Okay, we're about to see how that visit went. The good news is, if y'all remember when we scheduled it, the amount of you got decreased for loss was not a lot. But we did get, is that a blowout? 21 points? It wasn't. If you look at the whole game as a whole, it was not. But we did get blown out at the end. So, well, we're about to find out. Zoom to the next week. Oh, and make sure before you advance the week, I've done this in one of my dynasties. You make sure the bottom just says next week, because you can sim ahead to a specific point. Make sure it just says next week. We only have 6 players right now who want to transfer. It was 7. Let's go. That's huge. Oh, wait. That's just for playing style. Oh, I thought that was all of them. I've never scrolled through this. Yeah, we're going to be building in the transfer portal because we're going to lose our whole team in the offseason and everything. Nothing we can do about championship potential. Basically, what you have to do is what they have to do in real life. You have to really be selective on your recruits, deal breakers, right? In real life, if you're Purdue and you have a player who wants championship contender, you probably shouldn't go after them because you know they're going to leave the next year, right? So we got to really start paying attention to who we get based on their deal breaker. We can't be too selective right now, but this is huge because that's just like you'd have to do in real life. If somebody cares about brand exposure, you don't have it, you shouldn't go after them because they'll just transfer out nowadays. It's just the way the transfer portal works. And there's like 2 transfer windows and you're going to lose players. It's just the way it is. And oh boy. Okay, we got a rivalry game, our first rivalry game of the year. At least this is in West Lafayette, everybody. We need everybody in West Lafayette, Indiana to go to this game because if our fans are not fired up, we're going to get beat by 49 or 50. Look at this. Oh, well, we might get beat by 80. In real life, Purdue got beat like 62-3 in 2024. This was after Notre Dame had lost to Northern Illinois, right? An FCS school. They lost to Northern Illinois, and then poor Purdue because they caught Notre Dame off their worst week. And Notre Dame battled back after they lost to Northern Illinois and went to a national championship, right? So, like, you know, I felt bad for Purdue that week because they met Notre Dame when they were mad after losing to Northern Illinois, and they won by like 60 or something. It was insane, that game. Purdue got absolutely smashed in that rivalry game. Now, if we win this next game, it's because of our fans. And it's because we had the luckiest game, and maybe we catch Purdue on Notre Dame on an off game. I don't know. It's possible. Listen, I've had dynasties where I was the underdog and I've won. Look at their running back, Jeremiah Love. 95 speed, 95 overall. Oh, boy. Well, yeah, I will see you all in the Week 4 matchup. Before we head out, though, we got to look at the visit and see how it went here. Yes! It went well. It went well. It went well enough. Yes, it did. It went well enough, everybody. Look at those. Yeah, we got decreased 75% blowout. All right. It was. That last touchdown was huge, right? I bet that was the one, 21 versus 14. But it's okay. We're still leading the way, right? And we had the pipeline boost over both Michigan State and Cincinnati, and the other teams are locked out. Indiana's locked out. I know we have quite a few Indiana fans here on the channel. Sorry you all got locked out. Oh, no. Is that Iowa State there at the top? Okay, we'll do the full recruiting at the next episode. I just wanted to show this one, Dante Corner. But thank you all for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. And if you like this series, you're likely to like one of my other career mode series. Check the different playlists for past and present career modes, dynasties, And we'll be doing one for Madden, maybe even a franchise for Madden this year. We'll see. We'll be doing a career mode. We may change it to a franchise instead this year. Haven't done a franchise on Madden in a long time here on the channel. We tried one a while back. It didn't go too well. This was back in 2021 or 2022. But it seems like Madden's made a lot of good franchise changes, so we may try one, rebuild a team. But yeah, we'll see. But plenty of other career mode series. I got the Road to Glory series going on right now as well for this game. But I will see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.